was quite a while ago, and it was the
It's generally hour and a half, something like that.
Go ahead.
channeled that it's the merging of the timelines. That's why we're having so many glitches. Weird stuff happening. So we could talk a little bit about that too. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever comes up that we need to talk about, right? Let her rip.
Yes, doesn't bring topics up.
Right? What do they want to talk about?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we've got Helen and Tahir and Jackie.
Hey guys, welcome to the call. Welcome to the open topic bridge call.
Welcome.
How are you guys tonight? You want exposure, 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 disclosure and exposure.
There you go.
That's what we're talking about tonight. Exposure and disclosure. Within and without, a so above and so below.
We'll figure it out.
So introduction. So welcome to the bridge call tonight. It is new moon tonight, new moon. Another awesome gateway to connect us to our crystalline light bodies.
Yep.
Welcome, Danny, to the call. How are you tonight, Danny?
I am good. We'll figure this out yet.
Yeah.
All right. Get a handle on it.
I was saying last week I had a nice little breakdown, and then Monday night we did the meditation call, and I was talking about the betrayal program that broke apart. And then tonight I'm on another call again, and I had a nice breakdown of hiding and being safe, and what was the other one? Not being supported. That all came crashing down today.
Take a deep breath.
I think I've arrived here in this country to just, we're taking you down, girl. Leaving with nothing. We're going to get you to zero.
Good place.
Oh, wow.
It's not easy though.
Wow.
It's not easy.
Not easy being a human being in
Not
these
at all.
times.
Not at all.
Roxana. I didn't know that's how it was spelled. Whoa, we're earmuffs, mask, and hat. What the heck? Is that a scarf, or you're freaking me out? You can't be going home to that. You guys all have to straighten that out.
Yeah. She's in a car.
Yeah. Helen, you're looking good there. Nice and sunny skin, tan skin. I
Who
know.
are you talking to?
Helen.
Oh, Helen. Yeah.
Helen's in a beautiful, warm climate.
Semi-warm.
Semi-warm.
It's warmer now. We've come out of the mountains. It was friggin' freezing in the mountains, but we're back in the town now, and it's been really hot today.
There you go.
It's no pleasing some people, you know.
I did a beautiful sound healing bath last night up in the mountains. I was trying to make this happen for, I don't know, a few weeks now, and we finally did it. And we had to drive up. And when we get there, it's just gorgeous. Just like mind-blowing gorgeous.
Yeah.
And then doing the sound healing, it was like the left and right hemisphere just went boom.
Ooh.
So it was like, but as soon as I stepped into the little hut that she had made out of,
Mhm.
like, it's very beautiful bamboo and stuff. And boom, all the ascended masters came in,
Wow.
hundreds of little kids, like you just let them out to run to the park, like 3 to
Really?
5-year-olds, like tons of them. And you could hear them all giddy and laughing and couldn't wait to get to the park. And I was like,
Okay.
wow, hundreds of kids. And I also saw Archangel's wing, white wing, big white wing to the side, ready to create protection around the circle. And then an eagle and a condor, both flying side by side up in the sky. This was
Whoa.
all happening in the vision. Yeah, there was all kinds of stuff happening. And I was like breathing my head off, like yawning my head off, right?
Wow.
And it's like, okay, hang on a minute. I just got to catch my breath here.
There's a lot.
And there's a lot coming in. And
Wow.
then I had my friend of mine up in the north part. Because she says, oh, there's a Canadian couple in the north part that does sound healing bowls and gongs and stuff. And I went, oh, wow, I wonder if my friend Milan knows them. So I messaged him. He goes, yeah, actually, I just bought 2 gongs off them 2 weeks ago. And I was like, and then there's another couple, I think an American couple, they're coming here and doing a really huge event, I think at the end of this month. Sound healing, gongs. So I was like, wow, this is a big deal. You know, like
you're part of
when
it.
you're not living in your belief systems of how you have to hide and, you know, you're busy being betrayed and you're not supported and all that wonderful stuff, you can literally like go out and explore and be part of
533
and be part of the beauty and what it has to offer. Anyways, it was like, oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So beautiful. Yeah. So there's a few other things. Yeah, I can load up the pictures. I haven't loaded up the pictures of the Rainmaker either when we went to the falls. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
But yeah, well needed. And they before the pandemic hit and all the mandates came down, they chose not to. And then they were told, he was working for the government. And then they were told, well, you have to in order to keep the job. And he says, well, I quit. Then they bought this piece of land. And then they came and they built.
Wow, these are the Canadians?
No, this couple's from California, but originally from Iran.
Okay.
They're Iranian. Yeah. So anyways, just beautiful.
You're meeting lots of people.
Yeah, it's like I feel like I'm living in this polar duality life, you know, like one minute you're like in total breakdown, next minute it's like, oh, look at us up in the mountains. It's like, what's happening?
Oh, you're having an amazing time.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's amazing. So it's just like, so people go like, what do you do all day? Like, oh, well, I have plans to leave my apartment first thing, go to the gym and that, but then Spirit has other plans for me. Like, no, we're clearing all this today.
There you go. Do it.
And, you know, 3 hours later, like, God.
Good.
So,
well, you're here with us.
Yeah, it's been, so we're talking about actually like how the planet is going through the dark night of the soul. You know, but when you talk to Danny, everything's all rosy over there. He's not going through anything. So yeah, we just wanted to open up and see what people are going through and if anybody was feeling the same thing. and or if you wanted to bring a topic to the table. Was there anything
Are
you
we
guys wanted to
recording
talk
now?
about? Mhm.
Oh, we are. Okay. I didn't think we were.
But first, prior to that,
Hmm.
let's create a safe space and create a protective circle. Since there's a lot of still silly
Energies out there.
yeah, silly energies out there.
There certainly is.
So do you want to create the
Mhm.
circle for us, Danny?
Call on Father, Mother, God, Creator at this time. We call on all the ascended masters of light to surround each and every one of us, to surround this circle of us, to in a ball of white light, a ball of white protection. We ask for peace and calm and energy of understanding to be within this circle, that we may feel free and safe in this wonderful circle of light created by all of you. We thank you for this wonderful gift as we accept it as manifest right here and now. Thank you.
Thank you.
Got
Yeah,
the
so
ascended
as we be
masters
in
with us.
this, as we be in this ball of light, this ball of protection, just know that it's a safe space, but also going on YouTube.
And after the
And
fact.
yeah.
Mhm.
And that's another thing that was said today, as I was working with Daniela, and she was helping me bust some stuff up. At the end of the day, I bust my stuff up, and it also, helps humanity get access to
Yes.
that freedom.
It does.
And we also shared about everything that we do to release the old patterns and belief systems and,
Mhm.
move into our new upgraded version of ourselves. It's always connected. It's always a piece of the puzzle that is there for humanity to grab onto and
Yep,
assist in some way.
we do. We walk through the door first and we pull them with us. Right? Think of it that way.
Yeah.
Very much.
So I don't know if the sound healing bowl bath thing activated all this morning.
Oh, I'm sure it did something.
Because I did a Cornelius at midnight last night. I did the sound healing Cornelius at midnight, and then I woke up this morning going, okay.
Ready to roll.
So it does help if you're putting yourself in environments that literally help you release, attune, raise your vibration.
Here.
And also I was talking to
Isn't that
Veronica
just
earlier.
isn't that just being on planet Earth? See right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think you
gotta-
have to put yourself in the environment of the singing bowl to experience everything that's going on right now, but I get you.
Yeah.
Just
Well, I'm
funny.
saying that for that reason, to help dislodge, so you're not walking around, with the heavy weight.
Oh, sorry.
And then how Veronica and I said earlier, the more you're focused and committed as to where it is you're going and what you want to create, the more you're going to come up against your stuff. And that's what's been happening for me too.
It
Because,
is.
you can get all
Absolutely.
go on so many different paths thinking, okay, I'm going to go over here and make it happen this way, or go here and make it happen that way. And no.
Mhm. You showing the
It's
right
better.
path.
It's better to, I think, to just sit and be and do nothing than go off in any directions. But then again, you can't steer a parked car, right? Like you gotta put the car in drive,
There you go. Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
So one of the conversations we talked about, I talked with you and Danny about, is the karma clearing right now.
Right.
So I'm hoping that you guys are going to talk a little bit about that tonight too, because that
Okay.
piece I think is a pretty, important piece, like anything to do with our ancestors and any of that coming down the line that we've been carrying, each one of us, anything that's still there, and any kind of relationship where there's still karma. If we don't clear this karma, I shouldn't say if we don't, but I should say is this is the time to clear it. And there's, kind of I'm finding the more that I clear this, as well as what we just talked about today, Lucy, is anything unlike it's going to show up where we need to do the work. But also I'm finding that the more laser focused I am on something, or I guess I would like to call it like integrity. If I'm asked to do something, it's now the time to start to take it on. And I mean, asked from our higher self, or from our guides, or whoever that is. If there is something there that we are not addressing, it is going to sit very foreboding, I find, in our space. And now is the time to address whatever needs to be addressed.
Well, we're at that time.
Yeah.
Can I talk a little bit about the eclipse?
You want to?
And you are,
Yeah, I can always
What's that?
talk about. Yeah, just a second here. So, let me just read what I had here. You can keep talking and I'll find it. I just had to put some on, like sent it to myself so that if you needed any information, I had it here, but I just have to find where I put it. I'm constantly putting it in places.
Yeah, I listened to a couple of astrologers today, and they both came up with the same basic information that this is a hybrid eclipse. This is quite an anomaly. It's not a normal
No, it isn't.
solar eclipse. And they're talking about all about the being an Aries, Mars and Aries.
That's
And
right.
it's all about fire. It's all about action. It's all about moving forward and breaking through any obstacles and structures that hold us back, whether they could be governmental, legal, societal, that this is the time to address them and break them down.
Yeah.
And it's about taking our power back. It's really a wake-up call to be more aware of the changes that are going on. It's all about transition and transformation and healing our shadow selves, and which what we're talking about, Lucy, was all this stuff that's coming up for most people at this time. New directions and new ways of being is what this whole eclipse is about. And things are being exposed, brought to the light. So, and everyone's talking about the things that are accelerating. We're all feeling time speed up and things moving faster and faster all the time. And the issue of our wounds from the past are coming up to be released and to be healed. So this is a very important time in our history with these energies coming in from these planets and the suns.
So I'll read what I have here, Danny, just to add to that, because exactly what you said, just so concurring. That's why I keep saying the word now. And I'm an Aries. So it's, if you do not address it, it will actually sit in your almost like a festering sore. I don't know how else to word it. And it's like this is what they're saying. You must address it now. And it's like, otherwise you'll be in pain. So this is a powerful eclipse, and it's not only it's a rare hybrid solar eclipse on April the 19th, and it's carrying forward energies, both male and the female, and the males are clearing out a lot of past issues around their basically anything they're still holding on to, as well as the women, we're doing the same. But it's very powerful for women, for feminine energy as well. And then there's a solar and the lunar eclipse, right? They come in pairs. So we're in that right now. So we're to get into orbital alignment with each other so that both the male and the female, the yin and the yang, or, you know, in your relationships, if there's a transformative work that has to be done, this is really the catalyst to set us forward in a lot of ways in those relationships. So that's another piece of it too. So any kind of clearing has to be done. It's like a really a major turning point.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah. So, and this will continue on, and then we're going to go back into some of a rebirthing time once we clear this out. But also this lunar eclipse always comes at the full moon, right? So it's a completion of a cycle, bringing sort of like a completion to whatever is still there. That's why we have to do the work around it. So yeah, it's kind of interesting.
It is.
I was also hearing and reading about how we're at the end of a timeline, which what you mentioned there, Veronica, and how the summer solstice is the middle point of the end of the old timeline and the beginning of the new timeline, and how the summer solstice is separating the two. And apparently by June 25th, we'll be birthing, because we're in a 9-month gestation. Digestion. You gotta love me, right?
Okay. Good for you.
Yeah, period of 9 months, and then this new timeline. And that's why they're also mentioning on what's happening above in the galactic and also happening on the planet. And what happened many, many years ago is just a repeat, like the Roman Empire coming down, and this is what's happening again.
Yeah.
We're in a very big biblical time. And I think do we have another solar eclipse coming up or not?
Yeah, it's
summer?
the same thing.
in-
This is, yeah, sorry. We are in one now and there will be another one in June. You're right, Lucy. Like it's
Solar,
around
right?
that time, yeah. So the other thing that they talk about, this is a little thing that I read about the solar eclipse because it's the 19th and the 20th, which is these 2 days, and it reads, "We are moving through a powerful time of evolution, personally and collectively. We are moving into a new way of living. It's like a new world is being born, and this uncertainty can bring up fear and anxiety for many. We are ending karmic contracts and merging timelines. This can make you feel like you suddenly have multiple personalities and mixed emotions. You're merging identities. It is important that you embrace all versions of yourself to see which one feels the most right to you. The universe will always balance the karmic energies. Some will reap the rewards while some will pay their debts. This eclipse season, which is April to May, will also cause events personally and collectively that will serve as a reminder that no one is above the other. We are all one." So I thought that was kind of cool.
Very well said. Yeah.
Which is a lot of what Franco talks about too, is how we are one and bringing in the oneness, the balancing and being neutral.
Nice.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, that probably
So maybe
explains
to
why
get to that point, I just was going to say something. We have to do our healing. How could we bring in all our traumas and all our issues to this collective? We have to heal them. We really do. And it's tough. It's tough for
It
some
is tough because just recently I was sharing on how, like even today, you know, I could be going through something, but not realizing that I am actually panicking because I'm such a good coper.
people.
I can
Okay.
cope well, right? So when we were doing releasing of this program when I was a kid, I mean, from the age of 5 to 7, I got a lot of juice there.
Yeah.
I could like all my belief systems are right out of there. And,
Mm.
you know, as an adult, I've learned I'm a really good coper. So
Mhm.
I don't know how, you know, like I'm more conscious so I can go, oh, this is out, that's out, that's out. So what does this mean? And what like, and like, I'm not missing much, but can I get access to the program that's creating the reality? This is the trick, because I'm a good coper. So it takes many incidences
Okay.
to finally go, okay, I'm done. I need to get to the bottom of this. So, and I think the biggest obstacle is letting go of control. And I was saying to Danny earlier, when I was on the Cornelius call, I was listening to this woman, and she's gone through so much stress that her nervous system was shot, like confirmed it was shot. So here we are trying to realign, repair the nervous system. But it was almost, she had to be the one to give the command to herself. Like, we can't say, let it go, just let it go, just let it go, let it go. Like, how relaxed are you going to get? And how are you going to surrender by me saying, just let it go? Like, you're going to be over here going, no, you don't get it. You don't understand. Like, I got to hang on to this, right? Until you tell yourself,
Yeah.
let it go.
Time.
You got to be the one giving the commands
Mhm.
from within. And you got to be the one raising your own vibration. So you got to be saying to you, raise my vibration to the, you know, to unconditional love, or to whatever it is. Like, you got to be in your mind giving the commands. Because otherwise it's just coming from an outside
source. You know.
And I don't know about you, but I don't like to be told what to do. Like, I got a program. It's like, don't tell me what to do. Like, what do you know? And, you know, no, you don't understand, you know? So,
But you know, the piece with it, what you're saying, Lucy, is the opportunity for each of us to know that if we can relax into and sort of like accept, like, okay, there's a lot of ascension issues. If we can go, oh, okay, we're supposed to be tired, and that's okay. Or, you know, with the solar eclipse, there's a conversation around that you will not, it's like a time when a lot of people don't sleep very well. So if we accept the fact that we're not going to sleep very well and not fight any of these things, it just is going to calm that anxiety down and allow us to go through it in a little bit more natural of a state, because we're always like, oh, what's wrong? What's going on? That's, you know, that part, instead of like what you were saying, if we just allow ourselves, you know?
yeah, it's a big allowing, and that was my new program that I had to create, be allowing and surrendering and trusting the infinite, the universe, to support me, right? And it's like, okay, so
Awesome.
how's that feeling on a scale of 1 to 10? It's like, I would have like a 7. And it's like, well, what's the 7 to 10 all about? Or what's the gap? And it's like, my ego would be like, you know, this is not going to work 100%. Like, you know, you're going to trip up. Like, this is not going to. Yeah. So, and that's where, yeah, but it's about allowing and surrendering and trusting the universe. Can you do that? Can you just allow that to happen and give the command, right? And it's like, okay. And I had to give myself the command. I had to create the new program. And that's the one I got to play out on a regular basis versus, holy shit, everything's scary out here and I got to hide.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. I'd rather not call it a command. I'd rather say you're giving yourself permission. You know what I mean? Like for me, if I set a command, I'm just going to hold it like, okay, I have to do this like this. Because I'm a little bit like you when I get like there. But you know, I command. I mean, I agree.
Yeah, no, I mean, you know, it's just a matter of telling yourself, just
yeah.
like, you got to be the one to say it to you, right? It's like, okay, just allow it to be, however way you say it. I'm not saying Because I was saying to Daniela, she's like, well, what were conversations that you were having when you were a kid that created this
Mhm.
program? And I said, oh, my father said to me one day, Lucy, be an Adon. Like, I'm 5 years old and he's saying, be an Adon. Like, my last name's Adon. And I'm like, okay, Dad, I don't know what that means, but I'll be an Adon, right? It just, I don't know. And then I don't know, meant to be strong, meant to be tough. I don't know. So
Right.
like, we don't, as a child, we don't know what all this means. It's just hitting us.
Not at all.
So
No, it is.
yes, these times and everything that's going on is a great opportunity to journal, to tap into, the age that you are feeling, reacting, what age
Stop.
are in, and all the things that I talk about to either these calls or my sponsees or coaches or whatever, or my Think and Grow Rich program or whatever. I'm always talking about what I need to be looking at. Like, it's like, I'm thinking, oh, this is great for you, da da da. And it's like, this is all about you.
Great.
So it's almost, you got to always listen to your own advice, because it's like, wow, that was really good advice. Yeah, that was for you, from you to you.
That's right.
So very important to come together, journal,
Mhm.
be conscious of what isn't working, what's off, what was weird, or what's missing, what's not arriving, what's not showing up. Because it's like a two-way street. There's too much of this and not enough of that. And just be really conscious of it. And then ask yourself, what is this connected to? What is this tied to? Where am I running? Like, how far and how deep am I running a program here that's having this show up this way?
Mhm.
And so a good one is
Identifying.
like,
That's the
yeah,
big thing.
identifying it,
Yeah.
and then feeling into it, and then asking, it's like, well, how old were you when you first started feeling like this? To give you a sense of
Mhm.
your real age and when the belief system was created. So,
It's difficult to navigate.
and I pride myself on and I'm not even like in course. Well, I'm kind of a little bit in course, but
Mhm.
normally when you're in a course, you're confronted.
Are you? Okay.
I'm not really in a course. And I'm like, I've never been so confronted this year. And I've got more tools in my toolbox. And
That's,
it doesn't matter, like, it doesn't matter. Like, so I had to lay down my pride to allow the help to come in so that I can break up the programs
yeah.
and really be able to step into my higher version of myself. And it's
Good for you.
tricky. It's tricky.
Oh, it's very tricky. And not to be so hard on ourselves, which is really difficult because most people are pretty hard on themselves, right?
Yeah.
To be more gentle on ourselves. That's important. Not to beat ourselves up, right? Because of whatever the issues, whatever the upbringing you had. We love to beat ourselves up, don't we?
Yeah.
I went through that for many years, so I know very well what it feels like. So,
Yeah. Today, the Cornelius meditation was letting go of all the should haves and could haves and taking everything personally. And
very
where is
good.
that stored in the body? So yeah, lay
Yes.
down your judgment weapons and your should haves and could haves.
Yeah.
And bring in more love
Absolutely.
and kindness to yourself, for yourself, and for others.
Very
Compassion,
so.
love, and kindness. Yeah. So, was there anything else that you wanted to bring up? Is there anybody wanting to bring something up?
Yeah.
Anybody wrestling with
Open it up.
something?
We'd love to hear from the rest of you.
Yeah, I want to bring something that is really bothering me the last 5 days. My home country, they involved in a horrible war between two functions of military government, and they created a lot of chaos into the country, and it's so difficult. I mean, both sides, they're thinking that they're doing the right things, but the amount of destructions and causing to the country is just tremendous, and both of them, they are not really helping at all. So I'm just even I praying real a lot for the people, for the situation there, and it seems like both sides are really stubborn. They don't know what they're doing, and is that our karma, or is that the country karma, or is that a phase that that country will have to go through it?
Could be. Could very well be.
Mm.
And what country is this?
That's Sudan. Sudan.
Sudan.
Just south of Egypt.
Wow.
South of Egypt.
Yeah, Sudan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
Well,
sad. Well, I agree with you. It could very well be karma on a large scale,
yeah.
right? It's being played out at this time. And we know the energies on the planet are pushing all this stuff to the surface, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's individually or it's as a collective group of even a nation. So it's a difficult time to know what to do. Like, what do we do with all this anger and this violence and whatever turmoil that's going on?
Mm.
It's a difficult one,
Mm.
but prayer is a very good place to start,
Mm.
right?
Yes.
Send all those people love. You know, it's a very
Yeah.
good place to start.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. So sending love for both of
Mhm.
them, and just and asking their higher self just to see what is really for the good for all.
Right. Good for you.
Mm.
Well, I'm sure that Sudan's not the only place that's having a lot of turmoil. And other places in the world.
Yeah.
no, it's happening everywhere. But I just wanted to read what a lot of people from a biblical sense are saying and what chapter they're reading out of. It's signs of the end of the age. For many will come in my name, claiming I am the Christ, and will deceive many. You will hear of wars and rumors of wars, but see to it that you are not alarmed. These things must happen, but the end is still to come. Nation will rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. There will be famines and earthquakes in various places. Matthew's 24, chapter 5-7. They are mentioning that this is all part of the ending of one timeline to be able to move into another timeline. So yes, we are coming to the end of, and it's going to be very, I believe it's going to be very hard on humanity, not like, especially with everything that's been going on with Ukraine, a lot of people checking out there, but also like you're saying in Sudan or Paris, like it's just crazy the stuff that's happening. And they're saying that it is going to come to a head where it's going to peak, and they're saying probably around July, where it's finally going to dissolve and then stop. But in that time frame, there are going to be a lot of people checking out. And
I agree.
and that's what's making it also very hard for humanity
Yeah.
here. Like, we're dealing with this and why it's so important to be in neutrality and to understand that it's all agreement. This has all been agreed upon. We came
Mhm.
in this lifetime to experience what we're experiencing today. And it is the hardest time. Like, we've been
Yes.
waiting for thousands of years
Yes, we
to
have.
be part of this.
There's a really good book that I read called The Day Approaching. And it's by this gentleman who was an Israel, well, he was Jewish, but he's turned his life over to God, to Christianity now. And his book is about, The Day Approaching is about God's plan for the world and the signs of Christ's return. And then also about any of the smoke screens of deception that really have lured people away from the truth. And also anything, even now, God is revealing himself to the people. And he really talks about the signs of this time, exactly what you were talking about. And it's really pretty powerful book. He's written two of them, The Day Approaching, and then the other one he wrote was, what was the other name? Anyway, if you look him up, his name is Amir Sasfar Fati.
Maybe you
I
can
can't-
type it in the chat.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, it's warning of the hope for the last days. So very interesting.
Yeah, and who we are in this time is creating the foundation for many generations to come. So we're like tilling the soil right now.
Planting the seeds.
Yeah, we are clearing the lands. Like, I'm just completely vibing out right now as I say this. I
Good.
was like, whoa, what is happening? So yeah, we are the people that are laying the foundation and the lands and to prepare it for the next generations to come. So
Okay.
we're doing a lot of groundwork right now. And it's going to get to the point where you're not going to have breakdowns and wars and stuff. It's going to be, healing will be like this, instant.
Gonna be
And
beautiful.
that's what we're laying down for future generations.
Sure we
So
are.
we got the tough job, the tough part of the beginning of the timelines. Yeah, so it's a tough time to be. As I say it, I'm like, oh, no wonder
Well,
I'm so tired.
it's like I think of it as the greatest times of all and maybe the hardest times of all, because look what we have to look forward to when we break through all of this. It's going to be incredible. I mean, we can't imagine how amazing this planet's going to be when we get
Yeah.
through all.
Yeah,
Really,
like we may not see a lot of the fruit, but we'll definitely be able to see the lands and the foundations be put in place.
on many levels.
So
Many.
I know that it's devastating times, and I think it's still going to get a little more rough, a little rougher for
I
the
do
next
too.
few months. But that's who we
Come
are.
on.
That's who we are as light workers and warriors, and the people, humanity today that are conscious.
The phrase that Spirit gave me many years ago was, out of chaos comes change. And out of great chaos comes great change. And that's where we are right now. We really are. So the change is coming. And that's what keeps me so much at peace, knowing we're almost there. We're so close. Yes, it's
Yeah.
very difficult. Yes, a lot of people are suffering. And yes, a lot of people are checking out the planet, right? But we all have to know it's in divine order at this time. And it's going the way it's supposed to. Because this is the end of an old cycle and the beginning of a brand new cycle. And the new cycle is going to be incredible. It really is. We just have to get through these dark days of the soul, whatever you want to call it, right? This is what we're going through. And prayer is really important for that. And I do a lot of praying lately. It's really important that we keep our vibrations high and know that we're okay, that we're going to be safe, that this is going to work out, even though some of the people around us are going through very, very difficult times. We have to keep our head straight, keep our vibration high. We really do. Amazing time to be alive. Really is.
Yeah.
Is there anyone else that has some comments here? Anything to talk about this? We'd like to hear from you.
And then we can do a planetary prayer.
Mhm. Very, very important.
Oh,
Very important. I have to agree with you. So,
Helen, how's your trip going?
So far, so good.
Okay.
I don't know what to say. It's fascinating.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one of the
you're in a
things
new-
I'm really, I'm in a new place. One of the things I'm really enjoying is the skies. I don't know whether your experience, Lucy, is the same, but the energy in the skies at night is just extraordinary. I've never seen anything like it.
Mm,
Just to watch we've had lightning storms, we've had, even when it's a still night, you can still see it all flickering and flashing, and
Mhm.
it's incredible. Do you see that where you are as well?
Yeah. Yeah.
we don't.
Yeah.
The other night I walked the beach and just looked up and just, hung out with the night sky.
Mm.
Yeah, I totally get it. Yeah, it is different.
That is amazing.
Mhm.
There's a
Yeah,
lot
it
of
makes me wonder what's going on up there.
And the other night, what was it, Sunday night? It went from the sunset on one side, beautiful airbrush looking reds
Mm.
and oranges and stuff, and then it faded out, and then the sky on the other side of us turned twilight orange reds.
Mm.
It was like, what the heck?
What?
Like the whole thing just shifted, right? It was like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
it's pretty like it's airbrushing. It's like, it looks like an airbrush always happening. It's like, wow. And we're all taking millions of pictures of this thing, right? It's like,
Mhm. Wow.
The other thing that I've
That's something.
noticed as well is sometimes when I'm walking on the ground, that I can actually feel it moving.
the vibration.
We're getting close to an active volcano, and even though we're probably 5 hours away, I can still feel it under the ground at times, and that's really exciting. That's where I'm going to head tomorrow. It's like I can't be this close to a volcano and not actually go and see it.
I know. I gotta
Where
do
are
that
you?
too. Jeez.
Where are you, Helen?
Take lots of pictures.
In Colombia.
I had an English student the other night from Colombia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's awesome. I am noticing that too.
Mm.
Then you just get like just present, right? But you forget that you're present to it. You're just like, oh yeah, the sky. Oh yeah, the sunset. Oh yeah.
Things are changing,
It's always
right?
here.
New energy.
What about
Some
the
magic.
karma healing, which Veronica suggested?
Sorry?
The karma healing that Veronica suggested.
The karma healing, Veronica.
Yeah. You were going to do
If
something about that?
Yeah, we were
Yeah.
just saying, let's do something like some kind of a, bringing forth all of that so that we can all have an opportunity to start, really healing on a collective,
Release.
any of that karma that's still there.
Still there, needs to go.
Yeah, you could do something with it, Danny, right?
Yeah, so we'll put
We
it all
can.
together.
Yeah,
All
okay,
together as a group.
perfect.
Yeah,
I
so
agree.
we'll do intentional and as a group, and then also Danny can also look at that.
Don't forget
Not
that's
only-
also Sorry, I was just
Uh-huh.
gonna say, a lot of it comes from our ancestors, right, that we're carrying. So we want to also release that, as well as any family karma or any that's related to, and also inside of it, Danny, making sure we forgive ourselves as well as forgiving them. I think
Very
those are
important
important
time to
pieces.
release.
Yeah. You're like, does that work a bit to add to it?
Yeah, and there was also stillborns or
Mm. Oh,
birth,
yeah.
what am I calling here? Miscarriages, and all these
Mhm.
souls and that were in the lineage also need to be included, which is also something that we need to ask to be put in, because we always think, oh, mother, father, grandfather,
Yeah.
what's live. But there was a lot of souls that came in and left
Didn't make it.
that didn't make it and are also part of the lineage.
Right.
Mhm.
It was interesting, eh?
Yeah.
I went to a medium reading one time, and the lady said, oh, your aunt on your mother's side, your grandmother's side, is here to say hello. And I said, really? Because I didn't have an aunt on my grandmother's side who had passed.
Mhm.
And I went, really?
Mhm.
And then I said to my mother, who's the oldest sibling, did you know you had a sister before you? Before you showed up, there was a sister?
Yeah.
And then she remembered, oh, that's right.
Miscarriage.
Miscarriage.
Wow.
So this
That's
soul came in to say hello. We would have never
Wow.
have known or remembered. So
Wow.
let's add all those miscarriages and stillborns and
Include all of that in there.
It's always something new
Exactly.
to look at, eh? So if you're wanting the book
Mhm.
that Veronica mentioned, the book is called The Day Approaching by Amir Zarfati.
I know.
That's in the chat if anybody wants that. It sounds like a good book. You might be able to get some stuff online too. Okay, if nobody else has anything that they want to add, we can create some kind of release / prayer /
Healing.
karma.
Mhm.
Did you want to bring anybody in, Danny? Like I'm sensing.
Because I do karmic work with people, and I bring in all the healing energies of the universe. Because we don't even know the names of some of these energies, right? I just bring them all in, bring in the ascended masters, bring in the archangels of light, and just have all of them here assisting the planet and each and every one of us, right? So do you want to do this together? Do you want me to start, Lucy, and you can jump in later?
We're all going to get in a relaxed position, and we're going to close our eyes, and yeah, we're going to get into a state where we can also participate in our own clearing, karma clearing, ancestral clearing,
The miscarriages, all those souls that came here.
bring everybody in, and also releasing any programs and patterns and looping that are still in existence that is ready to clear out.
Ready to release. At this time.
Ooh, sorry. Sorry to talk and yawn your head off
Okay.
at the same time. Anything else? And I also want to do anything that's connected to past lives.
Traumas, issues.
Yeah. Yeah, they're just showing past lives. I don't want to get into everything that they're showing me. We're just gonna nail them. There's that word
Yeah.
again. We're gonna nail it.
Good. Let's put
All
it to
right.
rest. Are we
Let's
ready?
everybody. Is everybody
deep
ready
breath.
to sit back and relax? And
Participate and be part of this?
okay, we got no resistance. All right, so
Good.
as we all close our eyes and take in 5 deep, beautiful breaths to get us present, focused. And in that, Danny, whenever you're ready.
Okay. We call on all of creation at this time, Father, Mother, God. We call on all the ascended masters of light, all the archangels of light and the White Brotherhood at this time to be here with us here on a personal level and on a collective level, to assist us in a healing here on this planet on many levels, on past life issues and levels, on ancestral issues and karma, our own personal traumas and issues that we have, to bring in the light of creation, bring in that energy of healing to each and every one of us here on this planet, and to out the entire collective, that this energy assists us here and now in letting go of all the things that do not serve us anymore, that the stars and the alignments are here at a perfect alignment at this time to assist us as a collective in letting go of all the things that do not serve us. We ask that you bathe us in your light and your healing energies at this time, that we may remove and face our karmic debts, whether they be personal, one-on-one, or whether they be an entire race or an entire country's karma at this time. We ask that you assist in this karmic debt being broken at this time, that you bring the energies that the aggressors and the victims can understand the harm that they have done and the results of their things that they have done, that they may understand the pain that they have caused. And it's a time for healing, to let go of the harm that one caused to another, that created this karmic debt. We ask that you bring in your love to this collective, to each and every one of us at this time. A love that heals, a love that brings us down to a grounding source of the Mother Earth energy. A love that opens up our hearts for many of those that have closed hearts. We ask that you bathe us in your light, the light of creation, the light of understanding, that we are all one and we are connected to each other. We also ask that a gentle, light, loving energy permeate every cell of our being to bring some peace and calm to our lives, so we may face these difficulties head on and let them go and see them for what they are. For they are only lessons, experiences that we came here to have. That's all they are. and that they do not identify us. With your light and with your love, assist all those that are going through very difficult times on this planet to understand that they are a piece of the Creator. The Creator lives within them, and they can let go and heal from all of these traumas, all of these pains, whether they're from this lifetime or from other lifetimes. Bring them peace, bring them calm. To every cell of their being. Bring that love of creation into their hearts and into their minds at this time, that they may feel God's love. We ask that everyone's angels and guides that are around each and every one of us to assist them also in healing and letting go of all the things they need to let go that do not serve them anymore. We give this job to these angels, to these spirit guides, to all the other beings that are around each and every one of us, to comfort us in this time of healing, to bring us calm and peace, to assist us in our healing process. Would you like to add something, Lucy?
Yeah, I ask that all of us release all stress, worry, and anxiety, panic, fear, and let go of the belief that you cannot heal yourself. We release all that. Also, say in your mind, give yourself permission to allow. Say in your mind, I allow the healing to happen for me. I allow the healing. I allow God's love to come in and fill me up and expand my own light. And that we bring in neutrality in the nature's energy of neutrality. And we clear everything out on a physical level, etheric level, in all layers in our aura fields. We open and activate all our energy centers and have them spin in clockwise directions as fast as you physically can possibly take at this time. And opening and activating all these energy centers to the vibration of unconditional love and truth. That we bring in truth. And the more we allow truth to come in, we create more space for truth. And it just slowly weeds out, pushes out the belief systems that are not true. You are light, you are love, this is the truth. And we let go of all our stories that don't allow us to stand in our light and love for ourselves and know that we are value and worth. We have a lot of value and a lot of worth. We bring in the Christ consciousness. We upgrade all the cells, all the DNAs, and we upgrade the operating system. We upgrade our human entity and connect us to our higher version of ourselves. And our focus be more on what our hearts desire, what it is we came here to create and experience from our true self. We ground that all in. We integrate it all in. Like golden white light moving through our system, through our meridians, our spinal cord, our bloodstream, our nervous system, our joints, the skeletal system, moving it right down from the crown all the way down to below our feet. We move this energy, golden white light, high frequency, assisting us and allowing us to stay focused on our true self, love and light. And we allow our higher beings, our support, our spirit teams, our guides, our angels, galactic beings, know that they are here to support us. You're not alone. Just ask and call in whatever you need. You are your own healer. We also sync up with everyone on the planet that is operating in this consciousness, helping humanity, helping the planet, shining our light. We're syncing up with everyone to make our connection stronger so that we can heal the planet and upgrade humanity, increase the vibration for everyone across all dimensions, time, space, planet, so that we can speed up peace, and oneness. Beautiful.
May I add something?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and
I would like
close
to
it up.
close with the 4 lines of the Ho'oponopono for the entire collective.
Mm-hmm.
We're sorry. Please forgive us. Thank you. We love you. We accept this all as manifest right here and now. And so it is.
And we can take in 3 deep, beautiful breaths to integrate and let it go. Integrate the new higher beings and let everything else go. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and come back. Thank you so much, Danny.
Oh, you're very welcome. It was very emotional,
Yeah.
very emotional.
Thank you. That was beautiful. Both of you.
You're
welcome.
welcome.
Thank you for being here and co-creating and holding the space and being connected and being part of the collective across the planet that's doing this in all areas.
How many would there be? About, let's say, 1/3 or 2/3 of the world?
I'd say less.
Yes.
Of
less
what
than
that are
1/3.
awake.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the number that would ascend. Or isn't it 144
Great.
000?
That's the bloodline.
Yeah.
No, I think there's less. I'm not seeing a third,
Mhm. Isn't that something?
but we don't need many.
No, we don't.
It's not about many,
Very
it's
powerful.
about just connecting and raising our frequency.
Like
As we align, right?
we help the others.
Full alignment to our divine good, the
Mhm.
divine good of the planet. Wow.
So what did you see, Lucy? Anything?
I saw all the light beings across the planet, how we are of one mind to create peace. I saw all the connections all over the planet.
Mhm.
I saw our physical bodies clearing out. And the nature that was coming in was bringing in its neutral energies to help
Wow.
us balance and stay neutral. Like a tree is a tree, it just bees a tree. It doesn't have judgment about this or that, it just bees a tree. So they're showing me, be a tree. Okay, bring in
rooted.
nature. Yeah. So it was just little things like that. So
I wanted to
and
also mention one other thing that I forgot to tell you when I was reading one of the posts that they were saying that this solar eclipse actually is, what were the words they used? That this one actually is the end of what you would call, it marks the end of a 6-month karmic cycle. So that's why this is so powerful, because it's the opportunity for us to clear out any of those unresolved issues, right? So that we have this new beginning of what you're
Right.
talking about, Lucy.
yeah, apparently the solar eclipse coming in on the 21st
Yep,
is the most intense
that's pretty powerful.
that we've ever had.
And some people are feeling it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So if you're being bounced around or up and down, bipolar, I love myself, I hate myself. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
all perfect.
frustrated.
So It's all
road
perfect.
rage, whatever.
There
Just
you
notice
go.
it. The faster you notice it, the faster you can release it going, oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
Just on, you know, are you up, are you going down the roller coaster or are you climbing up the roller coaster? You just gotta know where you are on it.
Or you just get off.
So you guys
So,
are awesome.
I'll tell you what I saw. I saw
Mhm.
the light
Oh.
around all of us, this big wall of really soft, gentle, loving light around all of us. I felt the presence of the Creator here with us, assisting us, and this energy just filled my body, and it actually brought me to tears.
Yeah, I felt the
Beautiful
emotion.
energy. And then I was shown the planet, and I know we're spread out here because somewhere in Costa Rica. And the energy of that light was coming down from the cosmos to our little group in our prayer, and it was spreading outwards and until it covered the whole planet.
Yeah,
It was very visual that this prayer was, being sent out to the entire planet.
yeah. I did sense
It was
that.
very visual. It was very nice. Do we have any comments? Did anybody feel something interesting?
We're gonna have to get some
Crickets again.
AI groups here and then like program them to go, whoa, you won't believe what I felt.
Yeah. Groovy.
I say my AI meditation.
No comments
That's good. That's good.
from anyone?
Yeah. As for me, I felt very calm and very peaceful, and also I really felt well balanced.
You felt balanced, did you say?
Yes. Yeah.
Good,
Yeah.
good.
So it brought a lot of clarity to me, and thank you very much. It was so good, so good. Pray was
Very
so good.
welcome. Well, you all participated. You were all holding space.
Mm.
We're just the conductors, right? Good to
And
hear.
there's no accident, like you're in the middle of my screen to hear.
Yeah.
I
All
don't
right.
know how, I don't know how it's showing up for everybody else, but you are in the center point. So
All right. Thank you,
were-
guys.
you were the balancing rod too.
Mm.
There you go.
Mm.
Nice to have all of you here.
It's like we're all doing something. So it's like, I don't know if it's working. It's working.
Good.
Stop it.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Awesome. Good job, guys. Thank
Very
you so
good.
much.
Thank you. Love you all.
much.
Thank
That was
you, thank
awesome.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Thank
you.
We'll see you next week, and stay close to your heart.
Mm.
And if you need anything, we're
And-
here. Talk to somebody. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and pass on. Pass it on
Lots
to
of
people
love,
that you
lots of love.
can help.
Yeah.
Lots of love.
Yeah.
Thanks. Thanks.
everyone.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Danny.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Thanks,
Thank you,
everyone.
guys.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Take care.